I have only one risk that keeps me up at night, literally, and that would be the idea that one of our photographers working in a crisis zone might get damaged or injured, kidnapped, or even die in some kind of conflict in a country. So we're doing our best at the moment to build a policy around that. We're creating traveller cards where each photographer can bring emergency number and their blood type and important information with them at all times. And then we have a policy to fly them out of different countries if it's needed. From a Treasury risk management point of view, the only typical risk that I would be concerned with is debt management. So we're owned by a private equity company, and as such our rating is very important to us. So we must ensure that we're consistently complying with our debt covenants, and that we're communicating with our investors and our rating agencies to ensure that everybody's happy. Internally within Getty Images we have a task force who look at risk, and that involves Treasury, the legal team, and then we work with technology obviously as they hold a lot of risk, and the internal audit team. We look at all kinds of risks across the business, from disaster recovery to a shift in business from analog to digital. We look at crisis management, we look at financial risk management. Other risks might include retaining or even hiring talented people, making sure we don't overwork them and that we have whatever we need to keep them. So the risks that we address can be from any part of the business. Well, I think what's really great about Treasury in our company and in many others is that once your Treasury is up and running and fully functioning, it's very easy to keep it going perfectly well. So that gives the Treasury team the opportunity to move into other areas and to keep a really tight eye on risk and ensure that those risks are looked after as well as they can be. So we do think about risk. We do send surveys to the top 50 people in our company, asking them what they're concerned about at any moment in time. We accumulate that data, we analyse it, and we see what we can do to manage those risks, or at the very least be aware of them and make some sort of progress against each. I was actually really impressed with Mustafa mentioned that he has insurance on all his properties, and it was centrally insured in one country, and that meant in actual fact some local places were not covered, and I didn't know anything about that. So that's something I can literally take away and kind of maybe implement or make some change in my own firm immediately. Overall, it's been great to network with people and meet great treasurers who are facing the same problems as we are, and maybe some different. And then I guess I liked the discussion on regulation. It was much more depth than I'm used to getting, and also much broader. So it was fascinating to see how other companies are struggling to get to terms with that as well as I might be.